All right, get ready because today we're going deep, really deep.
Deep into some myths, golf club myths.
Yeah, myths that could be costing you, well, strokes out on the course.
Out on the course, that's right.
Our guide, Tom Wishin, his book, 12 Myths That Could Wreck Your Golf Game.
40 plus years in the golf industry, this guy. He's a legend.
Designing clubs, building them, he really knows what he's talking about.
He really does. And he explains why, too.
Exactly. It's not just, what's wrong, it's the why behind it.
Yeah, he explains the why. You really get a master class from this book in golf club design.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for some myth busting?
Hit.
We're going to talk about longer drivers. Are they always better? Sweet spots. Those sweet spots.
What about him?
Are they what you think they are?
Oh, and we're going to talk about women's clubs.
Yeah, women's clubs.
Buckle up. This is going to be a wild ride.
Okay, first up, myth #1. Modern clubs hit the ball farther.
You would think so, right?
Right. Like with all the advancements in technology.
But Wishon calls this
All the new materials.
the vanishing loft disease.
Oh, vanishing lock disease. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Loft angles, they've changed over time.
Oh, so they've been lowered.
They've been lowered, yeah.
To make it seem like the ball's going farther.
They make it seem like the clubs hit farther, yeah.
So my 7-iron could be the same as my old 6-iron?
That's exactly what he's saying, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You might think you're crushing it, but you're sacrificing control and consistency.
Makes sense.
Wishon has this 24-38 rule.
24-38, okay.
Most golfers,
What's that?
they struggle to hit clubs consistently.
Okay.
If they have less than 24 degrees of loft,
Oh,
or if they're longer than 38 inches.
so it's about loft and length.
Walked in length, that's right.
Okay, so that's why hybrid clubs and gap wedges
Yeah, what about them?
are so popular now.
They're filling the gaps.
They're filling in those gaps, right, that are created by this whole loft manipulation.
It's a marketing thing.
It's all about marketing.
It's brilliant, but
Not necessarily good for the golfer.
not for the golfer.
Okay, I've fallen for this next one. Myth #2. Lower driver loft, more distance.
I have two.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Less loft, lower trajectory, more roll.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Garden hose.
Okay.
You want to spray water farther,
Mm.
less pressure.
Yeah.
Do you point the nozzle down or up?
Up.
Exactly. Same with the golf club.
Oh, interesting.
If you don't have super fast swing speed,
You need more loft
you need more loft.
to launch it higher.
You get more distance.
So all those 9 and 10 degree drivers?
Not for everyone.
No, especially not average swing speed.
Got to match the loft to your swing speed.
Right, which is where custom fitting comes in.
Custom fitting, that's the key.
Okay, this explains why I sometimes hit my 3-wood
Oh.
farther than my driver.
Yeah?
I never understood that.
Now you know.
Now I know. Okay.
It's the loft.
Myth #3. You can't go wrong with well-known brands. Big brands.
You need marketing budgets.
It's got to be good, right?
Well, it's a natural assumption, but Wishon digs deep into marketing here
Mhm.
and brand recognition in the golf world.
So it's not necessarily about the name on the club.
It's not about the name.
It's about the fit.
It's all about the fit to your swing.
Right. So most golfers aren't actually achieving
Yeah.
those performance claims
That's right.
because they're not custom fit.
Most people aren't custom fit.
Oh, wow.
And the big design innovations, they often originate
Oh, really?
from the smaller companies, the component companies.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's all a bit backwards.
It is all a bit backwards. Okay,
Yeah.
I like this
Yeah.
myth #4. Larger sweet spots. Come on, who doesn't want a larger sweet spot?
Well, here's the thing.
Lay it on me.
The actual sweet spot, the center of gravity,
Mhm.
it's tiny.
It's tiny and it doesn't change size.
And it doesn't change size.
So what are companies talking about when they say larger sweet spot?
They're talking about MOI, moment of inertia.
Okay, now you're just using big words.
Okay, imagine a bicycle wheel. And there's a weight attached to the outside.
Okay.
It's harder to spin. Or
Harder to spin, yeah.
That's MOI.
So it resists twisting.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Same with the golf club.
Okay.
Higher MOI, the club head resists twisting on off-center hits.
Oh, so it's about minimizing that damage.
Yes.
When you don't hit it perfect, which, let's be honest,
Which is most of the time.
most of the
For
time.
most of us.
Okay, this is great. I'm learning a lot.
Now, Wishon points out, a properly fit driver length,
Hmm.
you're going to hit it more consistently
Oh, really?
in the center of the face.
So you need MOI less.
You need it less, yeah.
Okay, myth #5. Shaft flex lettering is accurate, those S, R, and X's.
Yeah, I always wondered about those.
What do they really mean?
Wishon says they're not standardized.
You're kidding. Across the brands.
Across the brand.
So one company's stiff could be another company's regular?
Pretty much.
So those letters are meaningless?
Pretty much, without context. You gotta get a club maker to assess your swing speed.
So it's more than just swing speed.
And recommend the right flex, yeah.
It's incredible. Okay, so those letters don't tell the whole story.
Nope.
Wow, this is amazing.
It's just one piece of the puzzle.
This is changing everything I thought I knew about golf clubs.
That's what we're here for.
I love. Okay, this is great.
Mada Khan.
I'm excited for more. Can't wait. Okay, we're back. Ready for more myth busting.
More myths to bust, yeah.
I'm still thinking about that whole shaft flex thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, those letters, so misleading.
You think you know something, and then, boom, you're wrong.
Tom Wishon's setting us straight, though.
That's why we love him. Okay, myth #7. Longer driver. More distance.
Seems logical, right?
Longer shaft, more club head speed, more leverage. Got to be more distance, right?
Been the driving force in the industry for years, but Wishon says no. Average driver length on the PGA Tour.
The pros,
Okay.
44.5 inches.
They're using shorter drivers.
Oh, you are.
Control, accuracy.
Makes sense.
Shorter driver helps them hit the center of the face.
More fairways.
More fairways, lower scores.
So that extra inch, inch and a half they sell us in stores,
Not helping, not for most golfers.
it's actually hurting us.
Yeah, longer doesn't equal better.
Huh.
Only translates to higher club head speed for small percentage of golfers.
Oh, so there's some who benefit.
Very specific type of swing, late wrist cock release.
So, not me.
Probably not.
So for the rest of us, the average golfers,
Longer driver.
Yeah.
More off-center hits, more miss hits.
less accuracy.
Yeah.
So we're not buying our way to a better game.
No, not this time.
Okay, myth #8. Retail clubs are like the pros use.
Oh, this one's good. Wishon uses Payne Stewart.
Payne Stewart, the knickers.
Yeah. Fitting him for custom
This
clubs.
is going to be good.
Multiple visits.
Oh, wow.
Meticulous attention to detail, grinding, shaft testing.
That's like an art.
It is. Truly personalized.
So those clubs, Stewart won majors with
Yeah.
nothing like what you'd find in a store.
Completely different
Wow.
retail clubs. For the masses.
Right, mass produced.
With spec, supposed to appeal to everyone.
Doesn't really fit anyone perfectly.
Nope.
So all those tour-inspired marketing claims.
Yeah, I got to take that with a grain of
A
salt.
big grain of salt.
That's aspirational.
The reality's different.
Much different, yeah.
Okay, myth #9. Women's clubs are designed for women.
This one's important.
Yeah, this one's a little sensitive, but I'm curious,
Too.
like, is there really that much difference between men's and women's clubs?
Wishon gets right to it.
Okay, lay it on me.
Compares men's and women's clubs from a major brand.
Okay,
The similarities are shocking.
so basically men's clubs with different paint.
Essentially.
Wow.
Maybe shorter shafts, lighter swing weights.
Not always logical.
Not always.
Okay.
He points out women's drivers
Yeah,
longer than the average on the PGA Tour.
that's crazy.
It's absurd. And the lofts?
The lofts on the women's drivers,
Often not high enough.
not high enough.
For the average female swing speed?
Harder to hit.
Yeah, harder to get the ball
I
airborne.
never realized.
Shrink it and pink it.
That's exactly it. It's so frustrating.
It is.
No wonder so many women have trouble with the game.
Cost-cutting measures.
They just don't understand.
They don't understand now.
Okay, this one I think we've all believed. Myth #10. I'm not good enough for custom fitting.
Yeah, that one's common.
Seems like it's for pros, really serious golfers.
Wishon says no.
Really?
Average golfers benefit more.
More than the pros.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not following.
He uses Alex Sechka, played a PGA Tour event
Okay.
with rental clubs,
Rental clubs?
off the rack, no adjustments.
Oh,
Shot 2 under par rounds.
wow, I can barely break 90 with my own clubs.
Skilled players can adapt.
Yeah, they make it work.
Average golfers, we rely on clubs that complement our swings.
To compensate for our inconsistencies.
Exactly.
So it's not about being good enough
It's about maximizing your potential.
with the right tools.
The right tools for the job.
I love that.
Working smarter, not harder.
Not just about hitting farther. It's about consistency
Accuracy, preventing injuries, finding that harmony.
between your swing and your equipment.
That's it.
Okay, myth #11. I was custom fit at a big box store pro shop online.
Been there, done that.
Right. What's wrong with those places?
Wishon's pretty clear. True custom fitting.
Impossible in those settings.
Impossible.
But they have all the fancy equipment.
Those tools are helpful,
I guess so.
but they're just one part of it.
So there's more to it.
True custom fitting, 13 key factors
13.
for every club.
Length, loft,
Shaft weight, swing weight, lie angle,
grip size.
and more.
Those environments.
Well, they can't handle it.
They can't handle all that. You just want to sell clubs.
They're working with a limited selection,
Off the rack.
off the rack, moving inventory.
Right.
A true custom fitting, it takes time.
And expertise.
Expertise, going beyond those standard options.
So I need to find a specialist.
Find a specialist.
A club maker.
A club mate.
But how do I know?
Good question. Look for certifications.
Certification.
Like AGCP or ICG.
What are those?
Association of Golf Club Fitting Professionals, International Club Makers Guild.
So like finding a good doctor,
Exactly.
you need someone qualified.
Ask questions.
What kind of questions?
About their process, their philosophy,
Okay.
their experience. A good club maker will be happy to explain.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
Don't be afraid to get referrals.
Good idea. Word of mouth is powerful.
Powerful stuff.
Okay, last myth. Those high-tech drivers. Myth, hashtag 12. Adjustable housel drivers. Custom fit.
They seem cool.
They do. You can tweak loft, lie angle.
Even face angle.
Customizable, right?
They are a step in the right direction. But Wishon points out some limitations.
Okay, tell me more.
Adjustable housel drivers, they only address a few
Of the 13 factors.
of those 13 key factors.
Okay.
Still missing things: shaft length, shaft weight, swing weight,
Okay, so it's not the whole picture.
and then loft adjustments.
What about them?
It turns out those adjustments,
Yeah.
non-standard measurement techniques,
So the 9-degree loft setting.
might not actually be 9 degrees.
Really?
It's possible.
So I could be hitting a driver.
That's not the loft you think it is.
That's crazy.
Highlights a broader point. Adjustments are helpful.
Right.
They're not a replacement for a proper fitting.
With a club maker.
A real club maker considers all aspects of your swing.
Not just a few settings.
That's right.
Okay, so it's about shortcuts and technology.
It's tempting, but
But not the answer.
no substitute for fundamentals, expert guidance.
Wishon really drives that point home, pun intended.
Uh-huh. Nice one.
Okay, time to wrap up part 2 of this deep dive.
Hang in there. We've got more coming up.
More myth-busting, more insights from Tom Wishon. Stay tuned. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here.
A lot of myths busted.
Busted wide open. I feel like, I don't know, my head's spinning a little.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, but it's good, right?
Oh, yeah. We're questioning those assumptions about our golf clubs.
Yeah. It's empowering, actually.
It is. It really is.
So if we had to sum it all up,
The big takeaway.
the one thing golfers need to understand,
I think it's don't be fooled by the marketing.
the hype, all the hype,
Yeah. It's not about the brand name, the newest tech.
flashy design,
It's about finding clubs that fit you,
your swing.
your swing, your strengths, your weaknesses.
It's like we've been trying to fit, square pegs into round holes.
That's a good analogy.
No wonder we're inconsistent.
It's not just about hitting it farther either.
It's
About hitting it straighter.
more consistent
More consistent, yeah, and more confident.
and enjoying the game more.
That's the point, right?
That's the whole point. Lower scores too, right?
Lower scores, absolutely.
Wishon actually says you could gain like 10 yards off the tee.
Wow.
Hit 2 more fairways, 2 more greens,
Fewer putts, even.
fewer putts. Okay, now I'm listening.
That's serious improvement.
So what if the biggest thing holding us back
Yeah.
isn't our swing?
What if it's the clubs?
What if it's the clubs? Mind blown.
It's a game changer for sure.
It is. Okay, so first step, I want to get custom fit,
First step, find a qualified club maker.
not just any club maker.
No, qualified.
Okay, what does that mean?
Look for certifications, AGCP, ICG.
Those organizations that
Have a knowledge, the
to
experience.
do it right.
Yeah, to really tailor those clubs to your swing.
Wishon says interview them.
Ask questions
It's
about
valid.
their process, their approach.
Do they consider all those fitting factors?
All 13, are they willing to spend the time?
It's an investment, right?
It is, in your game.
Referrals too, right?
Word of mouth, it's
Yeah.
powerful.
So it's not just about brand names and tech.
It's about the science, the craftsmanship,
Finding that skilled club maker,
to unlock your potential.
unlock that potential out on the course.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay, big thanks to Tom Wishon.
Great book.
12 myths that could wreck your golf game.
We busted them all.
Busted, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you learned something.
We hope you did.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe you gained a new appreciation.
For custom club fitting,
Custom club fitting, it's a game changer.
it really is. Your best golf might be right around the corner.
Just waiting to be unlocked. with the right set of clubs.
That's right.
Find your perfect fit. Happy golfing, everyone.